for today. I think that the best way to introduce my construction videos is the same way you'd introduce your crew to what you have planned for the day. Because what you had planned yesterday and that you may have discussed with your crew, your men, might be different today. You woke up on the wrong side of the bed and you don't want to do that other thing. But now I've been wanting to do this for a while. Now I don't know that I'm going to get it done though. That's the problem. The problem is I have not started this machine. If I said 5 months, it could be 4. Definitely more than 3. So I don't know that the machine is going to start. There's a reason for that. And the reason for that is everything, as you well know, I tell you, in the Philippines, is everything you buy here is minimal grade. So 4 or 5 months ago, I had to do some work. What I did was I replaced the terminals on junk batteries because they weren't charging the batteries. And the terminals are really, I never saw this before, but it's some kind of cheap white aluminum that had a brass coating on it. And the brass coating is gone. it's like when they told me 18 pesos per terminal, I'm going, that's a really good price. Give me 4 of those because I need 4. But give me 2 hot and 2 cold, 2 negative, 2 positive. So she gives me all the same size. I said, no, I want 2 for the plus. 2. Yes, sir. You use these. Oh, God. That means they don't carry positive and negative terminals in the Philippines. And the size they did carry was the smaller of the 2. And they want you to expand white metal almost 1/4 of an inch to fit the terminal. One of them broke immediately. It's an amazing thing living here. So after that, I gingerly opened them up little by little. I didn't open it up all at once like I did the first one. Anyway, those terminals corroded to the point where they weren't making contact. Even though I haven't used the machine, I wasn't getting contact. I wasn't able to get a reading on the voltmeter. Anyway, so that's one issue I think I corrected. And the second thing is I haven't started the machine in 4 months. I don't know that it will start because when I did have it running, the solenoid, which is the original solenoid that I got with the machine, is gone, and I got another solenoid from the Philippines supplies. The solenoid is intermittent. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't work. And I paid $60 for it, so it's funny, but it's not funny. So anyway, yesterday I was up on the roof. I got to fly the jet ski down to the ground. I want to repair the 2 tires which are leaking out, and which means I'm going to pop the tires off, break the beads, and then find out where they're leaking. And if they're leaking from the beads, I'll pop the rubber off, polish the beads up with some sandpaper, paint it with a good heavy-duty oil-based paint, and then put the beads and the rubber back on, clean up the rubber, and then that should fix that problem. If it's leaking, it's hard for me to believe it would be leaking from a puncture because it's been up on top of the roof for 2 years. So it could be a valve stem, could be something as simple as a valve stem. So I want to get that down on the ground. I have to do some welding on the trailer, and then I'm going to put that jet ski up on top of that container there, on my other cargo container from New York. But today the job is going to consist of getting the machine started, which, for those of you who don't know anything about machines, you don't just jump into a backhoe, a bobcat, or a track hoe and just start it up. You could, if you used it every day and you know the machine is in good condition, you could do that. But if you haven't used the machine in 4 months, like I haven't used it or started, I haven't even started it. The best thing to do is to check your fluids, which is going to take about 5 or 6 minutes. And then turn on your battery switchers. I had a trickle charger, TRICKLE, trickle charger on 3 days each battery because the batteries are junk. So they need to be topped off once a month or they go below 14 volts. It's an amazing thing, but that's the way it is. And then once I get the machine started, well, before I do that even, Jim Alver, thank you. No, the jet ski, no. Have I gone on jet skis on the water? Yes. I bought the jet ski from my neighbor when I first moved to the Philippines. I wouldn't say the guy scammed me, because for what I paid for it, it was well worth what I paid for it. But he did screw me, okay, because his mechanic, Tony, this guy from Manila, told him that the problem with the jet ski was the module that regulates. Now, this is bullshit, but this is the way it is. The module in the jet ski probably needed to be replaced. And then this guy, Tony, this frickin' backworld mechanic, backworld, useless, absolutely low-class, low-quality mechanic, started skinning wires with a knife to test to see if certain functions were in the cable. The cable harness was working without putting tape back over them or nothing. Then he determined that it was the module. And if it was the module, I paid 20,000 pesos for the jet ski and the trailer. Just the trailer is worth more than that. So it wasn't a bad deal, but what the guy said was wrong with it, and the damage he did trying to figure out what was wrong with it, because Tony didn't have a module computer checking instrument. He's just taking guesses out of the back of his rear end. So I bought a module that was taken off a jet ski in America and sent to me. The guy said the jet ski was running. So there's no return. So if it was true that the module was good, when I put the new module in and bought a new battery, it would not start the jet ski. I can't get a tone with the key. Yeah, in order to start a jet ski, you have to have a key that is synchronized to the module, which I had. Well, a key that he gave me should be synchronized to it, but I can't get a tone. When you put the key in, you're supposed to get 2 beeps, I think. I don't know if it's 1 beep or 2 beeps. So when I put the new module in, it should have worked. I got the module in 3 weeks, but it didn't. So when I started going through the harness, I found all of these wires that they took a knife and scraped the rubber insulation, vinyl insulation off the wires. And then I found a Cannon plug on the bottom of the motor that's unplugged. And there's just no way to plug it back in without taking the motor off, because this moron, Tony, probably pulled the Cannon plug hard enough to rip the female of the Cannon plug out of the chassis or out of the framework of the transmission. So the motor has to come out in order to glue that plug back in. And I couldn't send the module to America to test it because the module has to be in the machine to test it. So no, I never wrote it, but I plan on writing it. And I'm actually looking for there got to be a bypass module that just lets that motor run without using there's got to be a way to start that motor without it going through the module and going through the RPM, the speedometer, the RPM, the engine temperature. There got to be a module for that. I found some jet skis have a module for that. Oh boy, what a piece of garbage you are, E-Beg. Scotty's, never even heard of Scotty's jet ski in Pang Lao. Ah boy, well, you know, I would like to, you know, you're the kind of guy that gets invited to, we used to call it a burlap bag party. You're the kind of guy that stars in a burlap bag party. I'm going to look for Scotty's jet skis. Maybe Scotty, who probably believes himself to be a mechanic, maybe Scotty is a mechanic. And maybe he can, well, there's no way to get that cannon plugged back in. But I would definitely invite you to a burlap bag party. I just don't understand what's wrong with you people. I really don't. See, what I do understand is that not one of you cowards, not one of you all know where it's not hard to find me. Come and say that shit to my face. It's not hard to find me. And I know you think I'm kidding, but I'm not. And then we'll have fun. It's going to be a good day for one of us. So let me get to my channel. I want to get, let's see what we got to do here. Hold on a minute. I want to see something. We're an amazing bunch of stupid people. Thank you, Aviator. We're an amazing bunch of stupid people on YouTube. Why would I steal a jet ski? Why would I do that? Why don't you call up Scotty's? Thank you, Jim. Yeah, the keyboard fearless word. Why don't you call up Scotty's jet ski? Give them the name of my channel. Show them the jet ski, which I don't even actually remember the name of. But I mean, it's a Sea-Doo. Show it to them and then ask them if I stole it from them. And then I know I bought it from a guy named Tony and Anthony, and his mechanic's name was Tony. What a piece of garbage! You people have to come in to stop. John, what did you do, Aviator? Did you remove him from my channel altogether? All right, hold on a second. Or did you time him out? What a piece of shit. He doesn't even have a channel. He's got one of those Google channels. Okay. All right. From now on, let me time them out because I'm on the ground floor. I'll take care of them. Don't remove them. Okay. Okay. I'll take care of it. This way they'll have to make a new channel if they want to come on. Well, you know what you do? Can you put them back on, unblock them so I'll do it properly? Can you do that for me, please? Unblock them and I'll block them proper. Yeah, so the e-beggar, you took like, 5 minutes off my live stream, but you did that. and that's okay, because this is what's going to happen. Every single person that leaves any kind of comment at all, any single person that leaves any kind of comment at all, I don't have to show you anything. Call the police. Tell them I'm here. Tell them I stole the jet ski. Tell them that you're a lying piece of garbage. Tell them anything you want. You just got hidden. I don't have to show you anything. Ever. I don't have to prove anything. I'll bring you to Tony's house. Or you could get Scotty to come over here with the paperwork that says he owns it. You piece of garbage. To call me a thief. In real life, that would be a 5-second conversation. That's how long the conversation. It would be long enough for you to say it, for me to interpolate it, and the conversation would be over. That's how long the conversation would last. Okay, so I removed him permanently. Thank you. So anyway, there has got to be a module that says this bypasses. But and here's another problem. The key to the jet ski, you could tell it was part of the jet ski. It was, it's the same. It's probably the key to the jet ski. Tony only had one jet ski, so why would he have? Anthony only had one jet ski. Why would he have two keys? The key has to be modulated, somehow connected to the modular while it's in the machine. It's got some sort of code built into the key. So you can't have a key. If you buy a new module, you have to have the key modulated to that module. So I didn't know that when I bought the new module. So I don't know if it's the module or the fact that the cannon plug was off the bottom of the thing. Either way, I have the jet ski, and you can call up Scotty's, tell him to come see me. If he had a jet ski stolen, tell him to bring the paperwork with pictures of the jet ski. I have video of the jet ski going back to 2014. So that would mean that 7 years ago, the first thing I did when I moved to the Philippines within 90 days is I stole somebody's jet ski, you piece of crap. So my videos date back to July of 2014. Yeah, they're a bunch of sissies. I gotta tell you, and this guy, E-Beggars, whatever the hell his name was, he could be 6'9", 7. I don't care. I'm telling you how long the conversation would last. 5 seconds. So tough guy. If you're in Bohol, come and see me. Tell me, are you the guy that stole the jet ski? Go ahead, say it. Come to my house and say it. See what happens. Anyway, E-Beg Olympics. And in all likelihood, that's probably either a gay man who has moved to Hawaii. I've heard stories about some gay bloggers that used to blog from the Philippines that have moved to Hawaii. It could be a narrowback that moved to Hawaii. And it could be the duplistic, two-faced, sanctimonious, hypocrite, Bible-thumping drunk from Dumageddon. He's really good at making up comments. Could be Go-Go Bobo Sister, who I'm coming to your house when I go visit One Lonely Farmer. I'm going to invite you out to lunch, Go-Go Bobo. You are on the list of people to meet when I go back to America. Anyway, I'm going to go outside now, and I have a few things to tinker with. I'll let you look at the bucket. Will the machine start? I believe it will. I have a bunch of empty water bottles in the cab, and I gotta check the fluids, so that'll take about 5 minutes. In the meantime, you could look at the jet ski. I'll put the camera on the jet ski, And you can call up Scotty's. And if Scotty, a matter of fact, let me, what was that, the name of that thing? Scotty's, let's see, Scotty's Jet Ski Repair Hall. Let's look that up. Maybe Scotty is a mechanic, because all of these people are Scotty's Jet Ski Repair Hall. First of all, I don't believe a word of it. I have met at least 4 people who say they are, that's, you stupid bastard. Scotty's Jet Ski is right down the block from me. It's not 1,000 feet from here. And it's been closed for a year, so I could call them up. I'll just do that right now. 0915. Let's see. What network is 0915? 0915 is Globe, so I can do that. Okay, let's call up Scotty's Jet Ski. 0915 117 2985. But I know this place is closed because it's only 1,000 feet from me, and I walk by there on a regular basis. Zero 915 117 117 2995 2985. Zero 915 117 2985 doesn't exist. Another worthless contact number in the Philippines. So maybe I dialed it wrong. 0915 117 2985. 2985. The number you have filed is incorrect. Another worthless contact. Figured maybe I could get something decent out of that piece of garbage troll on my account. But anyway, I know Scotty's Jet Ski Repair. Let me give you a little story about what they believe themselves to be here. First of all, I'm a licensed A&P jet mechanic. I have 4 years of the highest technical training anybody's ever seen in their entire life. It's harder to become an A&P mechanic than it is to become a doctor. Okay? You have 300, 400 lives at stake when you make a mistake on an aircraft. But anyway, Scotty's Jet Ski Repair. It's a joke. Okay? Bellevue has, they got a ski boat that doesn't run. Never doesn't run. They have a boat that tows an air inflatable. It runs sometimes. They used to have a boat that they towed for a parasail ride. That one ran. And they had 2 or possibly 3 jet skis. 2 of them were always broken down for repairs because you can't get parts here. So whoever Scotty was, I already talked to him in regards to repairing my jet ski, and I interviewed him, and his mechanical skills, for me, they were worthless. He didn't answer the questions properly. So if I interview you for your skill set, like I interviewed somebody the other day. Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Shut the fan off. So, thanks, Ed. I interviewed this guy, Scotty, and he's not a mechanic at all. He's a remove and replace guy. And if he removes a part and it doesn't fix it, they'll just order another one. Because the Bellevue Resort is a 5-star resort. and they don't care how much money they spend to keep their customers happy. So that's a worthless endeavor. Every jet ski mechanic that I went to in Bohol, every one of them, their best, at best, they had a canvas bag with some rusty tools in it. It's like, hey, none of them have the computer to check the the computer package. It's like a computer. None of them have any tools like that. None of them even have shrink wrap when they cut a wire and splices. None of them. None of them. They all cut a wire and they twist the wire and they put some black electrical tape on it. The mechanics here in the Philippines leave a lot to be desired. Anyway, that almost was a good lead, but not a good lead. So, what a worthless piece of crap. Anyway, I have nothing else to do. So, that's the bucket that's going to come off. And pop those pins out of there, which shouldn't be much trouble. Now, I modified this bucket. It was a simple digging bucket, but I put these scrapers on here, 24 of them around the perimeter of the bucket, and I welded them all over the bucket. So at no point on the bucket is this bucket not digging when it's scratching on the ground. So I put them on from both directions, it scratches. Over here, I made a center scratch so the bucket would not waver left or right. I modified the bucket myself. And when I modify something, it's always better than the original package. So, okay, so the call up Scotty's and tell them that I have a Sea-Doo. I don't remember the year. I think it was a 1988 Sea-Doo. 1988 Sea-Doo. And you're a piece of garbage, man. I'm telling you, I'd put you in that burlap bag party in no time at all. And you don't know what a burlap bag party is until you get put into a burlap bag and join the party. You have no idea. Okay, so first thing, we're gonna let you look at the bucket. You guys get to watch the bucket, that's all. So you'll be hearing me do stuff because I'm definitely not gonna hump this thing around while I'm doing all this stuff. I got about 10 minutes of prep work. I got about 10 minutes of prep work. Whatever that's facing is what you're going to watch if you decide to stick around, and nothing else. So one thing I got to do is I put the hand cream on, which today is shower gel. So that when I get oil or grease on me, it will come right off in the wash at the end of the day. Alright, now got some wood here. Oh, yeah. You know what you could watch? Nah, I'm not even going to let you watch that. If you want to, tell you what you do. If you want to go someplace else for 10 or 15 minutes, I estimate 15 minutes from right now that it will take to get the machine ready to run. I have 5 things that have to be done that I haven't done in 4 months. So I estimate 15 15 minutes of prep work. It's up to you if you want to stick around or not stick around. I don't care. Okay, that's still nice and free. You know what? I'll turn the camera around. Some of this stuff you could watch me do. I'll just turn the camera around towards the back of the property. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, you want to go, that's what you want to do. You want to come to a burlap bag party with Michael Fazio. That's what you want. And one day, you might find out exactly what that is. Play your cards right. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, I got wood. That's got to go underneath here. And I'm going to be moving the machine, theoretically, if it starts. I'm going to be moving the machine, theoretically. Oh. Huh. Come on. Come on. See, if I don't move all of this stuff, when I try to turn the machine, I'll have a problem. Not the flotsam and jetsam stuff, but I'm just making sure that you're able to see. Okay, you are. Okay. I just did more work than the narrow back. I just did more work in 20 minutes than the narrow back did in the last 15 months. The narrow back, he's not really capable of doing work, so it's not fair. A narrow back is a person that's totally incapable of hard physical labor. They believe themselves to be capable, but they are incapable, and they tell you that they're capable, but it's a fallacy that's originated somewhere deep in the heart of their dementia. So I'm going to read the comments, and then I'm going back to work. I have another, being that I decided to clean up the yard a little bit, and I've actually found a tool in one of the small wrenches. Airedale Shellbank. Okay, I remember you were supposed to meet me. You were supposed to meet me in Alona Beach, and then you didn't answer the phone. Okay, asshole. I'm going to answer your question, asshole, Airedale Shellbank, but it's going to come at a price. It's going to come at a price. The price is you need to put $100 in my PayPal account for two reasons. One, you told me to meet you in Alona Beach at 12 o'clock at McDonald's, and you didn't show up, and your hotel couldn't get in touch with you. So I need $100 from you to answer the question, or we have a backup method to eliminate your bullshit on my channel, which is probably the way we're going to go with this, is you're not going to like this. I'll still answer the question, but now you have to go make a new channel because you're a piece of garbage for asking the question after I've explained it 6 or 7 times. So we hid you on the channel. Go make a new channel. That's because you didn't show up in Alona Beach. And the second question is, you can't check the module without a computer that no one in Bohol has. You can't check the module by bringing the module to a place that can check the module unless they have a jet ski that the module works in. So if I brought the module to Manila and it cost me $20,400 for a round trip to Manila, you piece of garbage that was supposed to meet me at McDonald's, if I bring the module to Manila, they have to have a jet ski on their property, put the module in the jet ski, and then try to start it up. Or it won't. So there's no one that has the computer to check the module. And secondly, I have the book to check the cable harness, but I can't get the Canon plug that's attached to the transmission back together without taking the motor out. You piece of garbage. I have explained this at least 4 or 5, 6 or 7 times in the last 4 or 5 months. So now start a new channel. The last time I started up the Mitsubishi was 4 or 5 months ago. So how many times do you have to explain the same thing to somebody? And they challenge my A&P jet mechanic. Airedale, Shellbank, whatever you are, I will bet you $100,000 I'm a better mechanic than you are. You want to bet? Do it. get in touch with me and we'll go $100,000 that I'm a better mechanic than you could ever hope to be. Punk, you said you were supposed to meet me in Alona Beach. You didn't show up. You made me waste 4 hours of my time then, and you just made me stop the live stream again to put up with your bullshit, which I actually enjoy doing sometimes. So today was one of those times, because the other day I didn't get to block you from my computer. I didn't get downstairs in time before somebody removed your comments. But today, I knocked your ass out of the comment section permanently, and you'll have to start a new channel if you want to comment on my... So you'll have to take 10 or 15 minutes of your life to comment on my channel. Okay, so Jim Alver, about 4 months ago, I put new battery connections on, and I got it running. But I haven't touched the machine since then, except to top off the junk batteries I got in it now. And maybe some of you are wondering why I answer Jim's comments but not other people. Well, Jim is the newest member of my Patreon account, number one, but Jim doesn't break my chops. That's the main reason. If he did break my chops, I wouldn't have let him on my Patreon account to begin with. All right, I'm going to check the comments, and then I put a couple of pieces of wood together, and that's it. And then I'm going. Be right back. All right, I'm back. I really should have went and got water. I thought there was water in the machine, but there wasn't. Would have been 4 months old though. Okay, there you go. No, that's the wrong way, huh? No, that's the right way. Okay. I need to splash some water on my head. Brutally hot out here today. Then I need cold water. So I'm gonna get some cold water. Cold water. Oh, that's cold. Huh. 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 Oh, 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 oh. Huh. 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 Ah! Huh. 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 All right, here we go. Uh, let's see if any smoke comes out. I don't know. I don't know if the rings are bleeding or not. Okay, I'm about ready to start it up. Well, I think I'm going to start it up. Everything looks okay. So there is that's the exhaust. I built that exhaust. That's none of your business. Yeah, watching paint dry is, you shouldn't pay attention to that. That's none of your business, whether I let people watch paint dry or not. What you should be doing is sending me money on my PayPal account for the entertainment I provide. That's what I think you should be doing, not worrying about letting me watch people paint dry. Business should be simple. You should be sending me money. That should be your business. Okay, let me see if I could get. I can't see. Damn it. My shirt got wet. I mean, my glasses got wet. I got to dry them off. Well, that's the exhaust right up there. So you guys pay attention to that, and we'll see if this thing got any blow-by. Yeah, it always ran pretty good, but I wasn't sure the terminals were going to be maintain a proper integrity because I haven't cleaned them in a week or so, and they oxidize fast. It's the cheapest grade of white metal I've ever seen in my life, and they make battery terminals out of it. I have bronze terminals in that blue container in front of me from 75 to 80 or 90 years old. They're inside that container. I have about a quart, half a quart bottle full of them, and I can't get to that bottle, so I had to buy them, which kills me to buy something. I have quality bronze terminals, and I had to buy garbage white metal. Okay, so next thing I got to do is knock that grass down over there, which will give me a place to put the bucket. hot. Sit on that. Okay, I'm gonna get a pipe. I'm gonna move that bucket around, knock that grass down. driveway. The camera's in the sun, and the camera doesn't work well in the sun at all. Not at all. It gets overheated and shuts off. All right, I'm going to check the questions, and then I'm going back to work. Okay, somebody wants to watch paint dry. I tell you what, in a few days, Mark, going to be a lot of paint drying. Okay, so I'm going to go get a pipe to bend that rebar off of there. Yeah, to get the rebar off the pins. I got to get those pins out of there to get the bucket off of there. What could you see? I think you could see the bucket. I think you can. Okay, I got to get a pipe. wanted water. That's for sure. I gotta get some paint to mark off where the shims come from. my ears. I don't need any more ear pain. I'm gonna get a pair of muffs. I hope that you can see what I'm doing. I don't know that you can. Well, you should be able to now. I'm trying to, the pins, I put the pins in so they can't fall out, which means I can't get them out without doing something to get them out that defies a normal pin lock insertion. I bent the rebar so it can't come out at all. Then I double lock the pins, which most people don't do. I drilled holes in places there were no holes. Now maybe somebody's asking, why was that washer so tight? Well, the answer is because the bucket had so much play in it. I made custom washers that fit within 10 thousandths of an inch, so that to remove the slop from the bucket. So I'm going to finish my water, move the camera, and pull out that last pin. Oh boy. Where we go? Oh boy. Oh boy. I lost my water. Found it. Now, hop on. Theoretically, there's an easier way to do this, but I'd have to open up the whole fence. I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to go over there and pop out that other pin. Uh-oh. Okay. Ah. Okay, so now I'm gonna cycle the machine. I'm gonna cycle the machine through its normal phases of boom up, boom down, stick out, stick in, and I'm gonna rotate the turret. I want to get water. Okay, so I will probably move the bucket someplace else, but for now it's okay there. Probably move it when I fly the machine and I have everything set up. I'll move the bucket. Okay, so I'm going to put the pins and the shims together, and then I want to orbit. I want to rotate the turret. I want to boom up and boom down as far as I can, which means I have to stick out and boom down. I want to get I want to lubricate. I want to get the entire piston rod lubricated because it's been sitting in the sun, I don't know, 4 or 5 months. So that's my plan. Now let's see what we got there. Let me turn this around. Okay, now. Now, okay, I'm going to rotate the boom, stick out, boom up, boom down, rotate the turret, which you might not be able to see. So far, so good. Well, let me get these shims and the pins all in one place. So when I actually, no reason they can't go back right in. where they came from right now. That's true. Oh, it's been a long time since I did this. Well, I won't be able to get that other one until I move the bucket. So I'll leave it where it is. This is garbage. I'll make new pins when the time comes. New rebar. Dirt nap. Dirt nap. I have a dog. It's not fair. Mr. Duterte, he cares about your dog. He doesn't care about. Can you imagine somebody being so self-centered to believe their self-importance is so great? Someone that's never contributed anything to the Philippines except aggravation, and he believes that his opinion counts. Forget about Mr. Duterte and forget about the Department of Health and Sciences. Those people are just acting out on suggestions by the New World Order. Could you imagine somebody thinking their self-importance is so great that because he has a dog, that he should be allowed back in the Philippines because he has a girlfriend? There might be. It's funny, but I mean, to believe that his self-importance, that there's any self-importance to that guy. I mean, he's not a contributing member to the society, certainly not financially. He pays rent and food, big deal, and some internet, big deal. I don't, I have no idea what else he buys. And he buys jewelry, moron, buying jewelry. Has no value at all. You could go out and buy $10,000 worth of jewelry and guarantee tomorrow it's going to be worth $6,000, you dumb investor. Anyway, that was funny. You don't give up. I like that. And Scott Del Fuego, I see is here. A lovely day in the Philippines, baby. Trade winds blow gently through the palm trees, to the palm fronds, while Michael tends to his tropical paradise. That's right, baby. All right. Thank you, Scott. Okay, so what I'm just doing right now is well, the one good thing I could say is I raised the wires up high enough. Hello, Sabien. Hello, good boy. I raised the wires up high enough to get the boom and the stick, but I'm not sure. Well, I'm sure if I fly the jet ski with a low pick, a short leash, pretty sure I could get it up on top of that container. I'm not sure if I can get it off the other container. Yes, I am. Yes, I am, because this container is up 2 feet higher. This one's 2 feet lower. Now, I know I can get it off. I don't know that I could fly it back up. And it doesn't matter, because I could fly the jet ski up and chock it by itself and then put the trailer up there next to it. So today was pretty successful. I finally got that machine running. Well, I got it running 4 months ago, but gotta go. It's gotta go, so I might as well. Yo, book now. Book now, yeah? Yeah, book now. Book now means cold. It's blaring hot today. Really, 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 really hot. So I'm just taking a little break, and then I'm going back up. I can't turn the machine. I can't rotate the machine. I don't think I can. I can rotate it one way all the way, but I don't know that it won't hit the other board. So you know what? I could try to do that right now. Yeah. Let me see if I could rotate that machine. I'll see if I could rotate the machine 360 degrees. It'd be okay. If not, I'm going to have to move the machine over scoot it over a couple of feet. Okay, I think, well, you'll be able to hear it if I hit that wood, that's for sure. Oh, oh, oh. Remember Maxwell Smart Secret Agent 86? Remember his show, Get Smart? Don Knotts, I think his name was. When he said, he used to go, missed it? Missed it by that much. Look at that. Missed it by that much. 3 inches. That's a get smart moment if there ever was one. Alright. Now, okay, so that's good there. And this will grab. Now I could move this over 3 inches. And I could put that stick out. I could extend the bucket, really. Oh. Missed it by that much. Okay. All right, I'll be... Ow! I might even... No, I might even leave that up there for the night so I could do some work on it in the morning. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Move now today, yeah? Move now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I've had enough for the day. So that worked out well. I think I've had enough for today. It's pretty hot. I'm not gonna. What I might do, it's I greased the machine about a year ago. Never been used, so. The coldest temperature in Bahal, I do believe it went down to 66 degrees. Could have been 65. I was living with Daisy at the time, and she was freezing. She had, the shit she wrapped herself in to go to sleep was funny. 65 degrees may have been the coldest it ever. And the thing is, the reason why that should be impossible is because the ocean temperature never goes below 75. So if the wind is blowing off the ocean, it can only go down to 75, which means the cold air had to come from some part of the Philippines where the mountains are high enough to be that cold, and then the wind had to be blowing directly to Bahal in a straight line at a speed fast enough to keep the air cool. It was a strange phenomenon. And everybody in Bahal was dressed up like it was gloves, mittens, hats, socks on their hand, except me. I would have been, I was just perfect. It was perfect for me. Scott. I would ask you if you really think I have the artistic ability to make a dinosaur head for the machine. I guess I could copy something, and I know damn well it would look cool, but I'm not gonna. That's the last thing I took the time out for an extraneous project was something I didn't need but I wanted was the punching bag. But that was for exercise. But the dinosaur, I don't know. It's a good idea. You should come here and work with me on that project. So let's see what. Can somebody tell me what time it is in America? the neighbors. I don't know that the neighbors would notice. I gotta tell you, they don't pay a lot of attention to what I do. They say hello, good morning, good afternoon, mayan buntag, mayan hapon, mayan magandang umaga din, magandang umaga hapon, but not much else than that. But it really would make a cool dinosaur, especially that part right there with the neck and the boom up there. I could probably get an artist to paint a dinosaur on the side of that boom. But to make plywood cutouts and put I don't think so. So 20 people are watching me use the machine. Thank you very much. And thank you for not commenting, because if I don't know you directly, chances of me commenting regarding your comments are pretty much zero. So anyway, what I did today was I removed the bucket, which was the plan, that I decided I did not feel like working on the roof today. Nothing, no reason other than that in order to fly the machine, I had to take the bucket off the machine. And I knew it would take 2 hours. No, thank you. Salamat. No, thank you. Salamat. No, delete. Listen, I don't want, I am already tambuk. I don't wish to have any more tambuk. Humana. Thank you. So, look, see, this is what they do. They sit there. She's selling greasy fried snacks. She's trying to make a living. She's busting her ass out here in the hot sun. But I don't need any greasy fried snacks. She is working hard, though, I'll tell you that, because it is hot out. But, and when you're in the Philippines, just when you get here, if you ever come here, one of the methods, there's a soft sell and a hard sell. A soft sell is if they ask you if you want snacks and you say no thank you, and they walk away. But the hard sell is what they'll do. I mean, when they're really trying to make a living, what they'll do is they'll offer you the snacks. Could be mangoes, could be peanuts at the jeepney terminal. It could be water. I mean, they'll see you. They know I carry a bottle of water, and they'll still try to sell me water. And they'll hold the water right in front of your face. Too big. Boog now, too big. And which means cold water. I pay 20 pesos for a 5-gallon bottle of water, and they want 20 pesos for an 8-ounce bottle of water. I don't see, if I'm thirsty, I'll buy one, but normally I always carry 2 bottles to the city if I'm going there for a long day, and that's 1.5 liters. That's enough. But the hard sell is they offer you whatever it is, and when you say no thank you, they go, you buy, polyhode, you buy. Very, very nice, very friendly. I don't need any fried chitlins or fried pork belly. That's what it was, pork belly. And it's probably good. I've had their stuff before. Daisy they come by. Daisy would buy 2 or 3 bags of snacks, sometimes more, if she'd taste it. And then when we were watching a movie, she would break out a bag of snacks and I would eat it. I just don't need it now. I'm trying to lose weight. The last thing I need to do is buy fried pork bellies. Anyway, So I didn't work on the roof because the bucket needed to be come off of there. Now, I'm thinking about where I want to put the bucket. I don't want to put it on the roof of that container because I don't have supports inside the container. I might just leave it right where it is. I might flip it up on its side and put some 3x10 cribbing underneath it, or just cribbing to keep it up off the dirt so it doesn't rust. Because I might not use that bucket for 2 or 3 months to dig the foundations out. You know, I have a lot of thinking to do. 10:40 Pacific time. So that's 3 hours. 11, 12, 1:40. So it's 1:40 in the Philippines. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Sabang. 7:41. Pepita. Pepita takes a dirt nap. 7:41 p.m. in Hawaiian narrow-backed. Narrow-backed. Narrow-back time. We started a new phase. How many names can we make up for one classless, lowbrow individual? How many names? The possibilities are endless. That name, however, you have Jack Thompson to thank for. Jack, well, Jack in Boston, they call the narrowbacks. And then there's broadbacks. In New York, there was another type of derogatory slang term for Italians and Irish construction workers back in, before the 1950s. So it was a little bit more, it's a lot more politically incorrect, the New York terms, than the Boston terms. But I'm sure the long form goes out every time he hears those words. Because the little man who forgot to brush his teeth, he doesn't have much to do. And I really appreciate you stopping by and giving me the laughs that you have. So to make a synopsis of what I did, I didn't feel like going on the roof today. Just didn't feel like doing that. And I wanted to make sure that the machine ran so that I could fly the jet ski, and I wanted to make sure that I have the room. So I know for a fact now, if I slide that bucket over 3 feet, I'm not doing it today. I'm actually tired already from doing what I did yesterday and the day before. I may do some inconsequential thing. I have 45 hours of videos in my phone that have to get dumped into a hard drive so that I could put them on my Alpha Male Construction Videos channel. Now, most of them have been uploaded onto my Hoodwinked by an Angel channel. Am I right about that, or am I wrong about that? I think I don't remember, because there's 45 hours, so I may have missed some. But on my Alpha Male, they're all have to do with physical labor. And I never posted some of them at all public. And probably most of them won't get posted until the hotel is built. Because um, I've done some things that are none of anybody's business, actually, to be honest. And I won't post that stuff until the hotel is done, or at least until the first floor of the hotel is done. Well, and now the machine is running really well, so I'm gonna go shut down the machine. Shut down the machine. Ah, I know what I gotta do. I gotta fill up the water buckets and then chain up some stuff. Ah. I think maybe at some point when it gets a little cooler out today, I'll oil up the tracks. I have an oil can, a squirt can, and I'll put some oil in the squirt can, and there's on each track there's 2 bolts, pins, and collets about that big. You spray about a ½ ounce of oil on all it out, and that keeps the tracks from rusting and wearing out too much. The chain, the track is basically a chain. So if you want to watch, I'll put the camera down and I should check everything to make sure there's no leaks. Although I looked under the machine, I didn't see any. I think I'll do that. And then I'll put the wheelbarrows away. 10, it's almost 2 o'clock. I've actually 10, 11, only 3 hours. Only 3 hours of work, but it was hot down here today. Sorry. I'll probably make up for it another day. Okay. Now. Yeah. I think I'll put the wheelbarrows back where they were. And I think I'm going to plug in the external power for the cell phone so it doesn't die. I'll move that horse out of the way so you can see what's going on in about 3 minutes. Right now, I need to get a bottle of cold water. Be right out. Be right back. Ah! I have a question. I have a question. Serious question. For Pepita takes a dirt nap. This question goes out to Pepita takes a dirt nap, or anybody else that wants to field the question. Just be civil about the answer, because in this case, there's a lot of leeway for criticism. Does anybody think, seriously, does anybody think, what's going on here? Does anybody think that creepy closet dweller cries when he watches me do real man's work and says, and then cries himself to sleep at night saying, I wish I was more like Mike. Mike Fazio is my idol. Do you think that he does that? Or if he watches other men do real work, do you think he cries himself to sleep maybe with a video of that guy or myself watching me do work and say, boy, I wish I was like Mike. I wish I was more like Mike. I wish I wasn't a useless eater, as Henry Kissinger says. I think he does. I think he's really wallowing in his own swill, crying, tears jerking him. Jim Halva probably goes to sleep mumbling, I want to be like Mike. Scott Del Fuego, yes. I think he does. I also think that he's been in the closet too long. I think he should come out and experience more of what life has to offer. Outside, in the sun, even in the rain. At least maybe he could catch a glimpse of life before the lights go out. And you never know when that's going to happen. These people that spend their whole life watching television, watching The Price is Right, watching those police shows, they got me in an algorithm now. But at 5 o'clock, I don't see anything suggested videos but police shows. No. Pepita takes a dirt nap. Pepita takes a dirt nap. I lived with him. He cries about everything. Oh, God. That's classic. Thank you for that. God, He does cry about everything. Last week he was crying. Last week he tried to blame me for something I will give the FBI, the NBI, Scotland Yard, Interpol, Philippine cybercrime. I'll give them my IP address and tell them if you could trace that shit back to me, you can put me in jail for 20 years. But I didn't do it. Somebody told me it happened. But when that guy sent a letter to my neighbors telling people I don't know how to use the machine and I'm doing illegal work and I might be working without permits, that's called unjust vexation. Then he put up where I live. I don't give a shit. I did at the time. But then I said to myself, I'm building a hotel, but that's not the point. I'm not allowed to dox people on YouTube. So whatever he thinks is okay to do, apparently someone did it to him. And he's crying about that. Jim Alba. Like a little steam engine. I think I can. No, I can't. That's about right. Thank you. That was pathetic. Pepita. That was pathetic. That tree trimming ceremony. Man has no understanding of anything that he does. You should have attacked that tree from 2 inches above the ground. But no, he's chopping the tree from 3 feet up and then 2 feet up and then 1.5 feet. How many times do you want to cut the same branch? The man is incapable of rational cognitive thought. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody, for your answers. I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to put the wheelbarrows back where they belong, in the back. Oh boy, I had a piece of sweet tan for the first time in 3 or 4 days, and now I have energy again. And I drank damn near a whole liter of ice water. I want to be like Mike. Why didn't my family teach me how to be a man like Mike? Well. I want to be like Mike. Oh God. How come I wasn't born more like Mike? Mike's a real man. and I've already passed the possibility of being a real man. I can never even be a half a man. I've shot my wad. I'm a useless either, according to Henry Kissinger. Oh my God. Oh my God. Henry Kissinger, you bad man, you made a name for me that's gonna stick for the rest of my life. A useless eater I am. Okay, so tell you what, three things have to happen. It's gonna take 2 hours for me to fill up my water bucket. That's what it takes to get the water filled up. So the thing I should do now is go turn the water on. I'll be back momentarily. Tell you what, well, nah, I'll do the wheelbarrows first. I'll worry about the water later. Yeah, I could flip that plywood up vertical, make it go vertical, because that's going up on the roof, and I could put it up there, and it won't be in the way of the jet ski. Could do that today. Oh boy. Oh boy. Is this clean water? I don't really care. It's wet. Where's this water from? Yeah, it's clean. Okay. That was the water that I was going to bring up on the roof when I changed my mind. Uh, 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 uh. Yeah, I decided to clean up the yard, so it took a little longer than I thought to get the bucket off. But such is life. Now, where are my gloves? Okay, let me get rid of that greasy stuff first, so I could start soaking the gloves in soapy water. So I got the pin That's got to go with the other pin. It can go, that's got to go inside. Got the steel that the bucket normally sits on. That's got to go out of the way so I don't run it over with the machine. That's done. Now, where's the pin? This is the pin. The pin got to go inside because I'm a real mess when it comes to remembering where certain stuff is when I'm tired. So if I don't put the pin inside, I'll run it over with the machine. It'll get buried in the ground and I'll never find it. Ow, oh, ah, oh, ah, ow, oh. Ah. Okay, that's the pin. Now we need to put the washers away. Even though it looks like we're done, we were not done. We still have the washers. And the shim stock. I think that's on the other pin. Yep, that's on the other pin. That's one less problem. One less thing to move. Okay. Alright, so now I can put this big hammer away. And these pieces of metal, for all intent and purposes, unless I bring that the anvil out, I could straighten these out on the anvil in a minute. Okay. We'll do it like that. Okay. This goes away. And when this goes away, this is done. The greasy shit. Greasy shit is done. Put this in a soapy box. Uh, 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 a woman's work is never done. That really is the truth, too. All right, that's done. Where's my headgear? Anybody seen my headgear on? Uh, uh, oh boy, that's garbage. That's all garbage. Where's my headgear? Huh. Okay. No headgear. But why no headgear? Where did I put that stuff? That's what I mean. When I get tired, I start losing the where I put my gear. That's why I got those. Ah, there it is, right there. That's why I got those pins out of there right away. Because you can't replace those pins. Well, you could replace them, and but I don't want to. Okay, now where's the? What did I need the headgear for? I needed it for this. Ah, ah, ah. I wanna be like Mike. I wanna be more like Mike. I don't wanna be me. Ah. Ow! Ow! Uh. Uh. Ah. Huh. Huh. Ah. Uh, I will be back in exactly, whoa, 3 minutes from the time you lose sight of me. After I move that wheelbarrow. Do have to move that wheelbarrow. Oh. Ugh. Oh. Oh, yeah. I'm fucking tired now. Huh. All right. I'm tired now. I'm so tired I can't pick up this lousy 35-pound tray. It's an automotive stand from the 1950s, maybe earlier than that. It's been outside for 35 years and it still hasn't rusted. I paint it and everything, but all right, I'm gonna check I need to sit down. My legs are so tired right now. And there's a reason for that, but I can't tell you what that reason is. Because I'm not real sure myself. But they're tired. And they're so tired, I'm going to walk over there and get my glasses. An extra 20 steps just to get them in shape. Well, they're tired. They're tired because I'm fat and I weigh too much. And I'm carrying around 50 pounds of weight I don't need. That's one reason. But the second reason is a few days ago, I walked, 2 miles with 24 pounds of stuff in my bag. And now I'm just feeling the effects of that. Oh boy. Oh boy. The Girl Scout. And cleared the gutters. Well, we don't know that he did that, Jim. We don't know that he did that stuff. We heard that he was gonna, and you saw the beginning of a video saying, I'm gonna do this and that, but you never saw the actual work being done. I don't believe, not for 1 minute, he did any of that work. Now, because he was so sure he was going to show the world his construction skills and show the world what a real man is. He doesn't think I'm a real man, but he's a real man because, see, he believes that shit. I think he should be charged and back charged for all the time he's stolen from everybody. And I believe those minutes should be taken off his natural body clock. So if he had, like, let's say he was going to live to be 90, okay? For all the hours and aggravation that he caused for other people, those many hours should be taken off of his biological clock from 90 years old, which would mean he died 30 years ago. That's my opinion. That man has destroyed so many people's lives, or tried to destroy so many people's lives, or is in the process of trying to destroy so many people's lives. All the time that people spent dealing with that guy should be deducted from his natural biological clock. So only God and or the box of truth knows how many hours they are. So he could go into the box of truth and come out, and live if it's less than 30 years of time he's stolen from other people's lives. But if it's more than 30 years, well, the box of truth will flash fry him, turn him into angel dust, and shoot them out the back as stardust, and that's where we get stars from. Everybody knows this. Okay, so tomorrow's project is to move that bucket as conveniently out of the way as it can be removed without moving it more than a few feet from where it is. And then I'm going to get a 2-gallon container of oil and put it into, well, I'm going to put some of it in a 1-gallon container and punch a hole in the top of the container and just pour it over the tracks. And then I'll take an oil can and spray underneath the machine that I can't reach to, and that'll be enough. So I'll be right back. I gotta go turn on the water because if I don't turn, it's gonna take 2 hours to fill up the bucket of water so I can take a bath. And that bucket is not empty, but I have a 15-gallon bucket back there, but it's only got a few inches of water, and I need to. That needs to be addressed. Be back in three and a half minutes. I'm on YouTube, I have the live stream is on. Dominic, another time. I have to get back to my YouTube. Okay. And maybe later. Not now. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's an amazing thing. Oh boy. Oh yeah, I'm tired. I can barely walk. Okay. That's how tired I am. I think maybe, I'm not even sure if I'll work tomorrow. I might just load those videos. So let me see what's going on. Let me tell you what was just going on. I don't know that you could hear that. Everybody was laughing and stuff in the background. One one person one person was really drunk. I don't know that I've ever seen him that drunk before. I've seen him drunk, very pleasant though, very happy drunk. But they want when the Filipino people drink, they want you to drink with them. And they wanted me to go into the paroque next door. I think there were like 4 women and 2 men, and drink. I don't know what they're drinking. It might be tuba. I don't know if it's Tanduay or tuba. But I don't want to. I have a lot of stuff to do. I have to fill up a 15-gallon bucket, a 5-gallon bucket, another 5-gallon bucket, a 3-gallon bucket, wash the gloves, wash my shirt, wash my pants, clean my wound, and take a bath. That's like a solid hour and 20 minutes, hour and 15 minutes for sure. I still have to close the machine. And I'm not even going to get the wood ready to crib up the bucket for tomorrow. That's how tired I am. But they want me to go next door and drink, and I don't drink during the day at all, and I don't drink tuba, the coconut wine, and I would never drink during the day if I still had stuff to do. That's why they were calling me, Michael, you come back. But also, somebody, I don't know who it was, wanted quata. You give quata. So whatever they're drinking, they offered me some, and then when I declined the offer, they offered to allow me to give them money for more of whatever it is that they're drinking. So I don't really feel inclined. I'm not supporting any alcoholism. Or now that I quit smoking, geez, I guess it's 6 months, 7 months, 7 months, 7 months, and 7 months and 3 weeks. I haven't had even one cigarette, not one. So I guess I quit. Sometimes, gotta tell you though, sometimes out of the clear blue sky, you'd be sitting down doing nothing, and the sound of something, or the name of a video, or the memory of a video will make me reach over for a cigarette where I kept my cigarettes. And it's still happened even just a couple of times last week. That is one hard habit to quit. I quit. I never had a problem quitting anything before, but that cigarette habit, that was hard. That was just a hard habit to quit. I never didn't want a cigarette for about 2 months. All I ever thought about was reaching over to grab a cigarette, but I never did. I don't think I ever will either, because now I'm too old to smoke. Come on, man. At some point, you got to say cigarette smoking is not good for your health. Forget about what it says on the side of the pack. At some point, you got to come to that understanding. The cigarette smoking slows you down, and I need every bit of energy. Like if I smoked a cigarette right now, I'd be like, I'd want to go to sleep. All right, so you guys are disappearing one by one, and I'm going to say Umping Permi for Michael Fazio in the Philippines. Thank you all for watching. Thank my wrenches for removing those. And let's thank Pepita for some of the best laughs of the day. Pepita takes a dirt nap. There was another one. I don't want to say the name of the other one. God, you guys are just cruel. Oh yeah, Pepita's barbecue, I think. Pepita's outdoor barbecue. Somebody had a channel with that shit up there. That was like, oh god, that was just cruel. That was cruel. I'm not that cruel. Although, um, although I did think it was funny. I myself would never post anything like that because it can come back to your channel legally because that guy spends an inordinate amount of time trying to prove shit. I can prove it. You know what? Just prove it to everybody that you're a man and do what I've been asking you to do. I'm even fluttering on allowing the football helmet into the tournament. But you won't take that. You won't do that because you're not a real man. And with that, I'll say Umping Permy from Michael Fazio in the Philippines, which means take care always. Umping Permy.